In the previous lecture, we discussed the negation of compound statements. Now we are going to solve some examples based on these compound statements. I am writing the result here so that you can revise it and it is helpful for solving the example. Negation of P or Q is negation P and negation Q. Second, negation of P and Q is negation P or negation Q. Third, P implies Q. Negation is P and not Q. And fourth, there exists become for all, and for all become there exists. So the first example, if you read x plus 8 greater than 11 or y minus 3 is equal to 6, that is disjunction. Disjunction negative is converted into conjunction with individual negatives. So negation of P, that is x plus 8 is less than or equal to 11 or become and y minus 3 is not equal to 6. That is the first example. X plus 8 greater than 11 or y minus 3 is equal to 6. It is or. By using the De Morgan law, negation of P or Q is negation of P and negation of Q. Okay. Now second, it is cold and raining. So it is and. Use this rule. Again by the De Morgan's law and become or with individual negation. So second answer is it is not cold. It is not cold and become or it is not raining. It is not raining. Third, P implies Q. That is, if it is raining, then we will go play football. So P remain as it is and with negation of Q. That is, P means it is raining and not Q, that is will not go, we will not go to play football. Okay, is it clear? So it is raining to the conditional statement. The conditional statement can be right. Means how it is, just for revise I am writing P implies Q. We can write P or Q. But if you take the negation on both the sides, so this is negation of negation P or Q. By De Morgan's law, it will be P or negation Q. Okay. Now fourth example. Quadrilateral is a square if and only it is a rhombus. So I am going to write here. The answer of the fourth, what is the P statement? Quadrilateral is a square. Quadrilateral is a square. And Q, it is a rhombus. It is a rhombus. So given statement is P implies Q and its negation is P or not Q, P and not Q, and Q and not P. So this is the negation of the statement P and not Q or Q and not P. So in verbal form, P, that quadrilateral is a square and it is not rhombus. It is not rhombus. Or Q means it is rhombus and quadrilateral is not a square. Is not a square. So this is a double condition, and that's why there are four sentences. If you write P implies Q, that is two statements, one condition. Q implies P, two condition with one operation. So therefore, total two statements converted to four because there are by condition. So this is and or with their negations. So P implies and implied Q. P implies means P and not Q. So double implies will be double condition. So this is a negation of this statement. Now, answer of 4. What is the answer of fifth example? For all become there exist and there exist become for all. So it is a for all, so there exist n belongs to n such that n square plus n plus 2 is not divisible by 4. So for all become there exists or for some. Similarly 6 will be there exists become for all x belongs to n such that x minus 17 will be greater than or equal to 20. So these are the negations. So for the negation, we should remember the rules of the negations. If we remember rules of negation in a symbolic form, then it is easy to convert into the verbal form. It is easy to convert verbal to symbolic, symbolic to verbal form. Got it? Is it clear? Now, next question. Now the next example, write the converse, inverse and contrapositive of the statement. Of course, it is for the conditional statement. The statement is, if surface area decreases, then pressure increases. The first statement is denoted by P, surface area decreases. And second statement denoted by Q, that pressure increases. So therefore, given statement is in the form of P implies Q. Then its converse is Q implies. Right? Just interchange antecedent and consequent. So antecedent become consequent and consequent antecedent. So Q means pressure increases, then surface area decreases. It is a converse. Inverse, negation of P implies negation of Q. What is P? P is the surface area decreases and Q is pressure increases. Negation of P means surface area not decreases. See, instead of not decreases, if you write increases, then also okay. Not decreases then pressure not increases. So here you can write in another word, surface area increases, then pressure decreases. This way also we can write negation. Understood? Now third is a contrapositive. What is a contrapositive? Contrapositive statement is negation of Q implies negation of P. That is, negation of Q means pressure decreases, then surface area increases. So as I told you earlier that every time not word is not necessary. Increases their opposite decreases, decreases their opposite increases. So not increase is nothing but decrease. Not decrease is nothing but increase. So these are the contrapositive, converse and inverse. Now another thing, that out of these four statements, that is converse, given statement, contrapositive, inverse, which of them are equal? So by using statement pattern or truth table, prove that P implies Q and their contrapositives are equal, and second, Q implies P and their contrapositive is negation of P implies negation of Q are the identical statements. We can prove them with the help of truth table. See there, P, Q, not P, not, P implies Q, negation of Q implies negation of P, Q implies P, negation of P implies negation of Q. So out of these four statements, which are the identical statement that we can prove with the help of, and then I will tell you which statements are identical. T, T, F, F, T, F, T, F, not means F, F, T, T. This is F, T, F, T. Now in the conditional statements, when both are true, then true, pila tree, then it is false, that is true and this is true. Negation means same definition, but FF is T, FTF is F, it is T and this is T. Q implies it is T, T, F and T. Negation P implies negation Q, it is T, T, F and T. So therefore, column number 5, 6, 7 and 8. If we compare them, that is from column 5 and 6, P implies Q is equivalent to negation of Q implies negation of P, and Q implies P is equivalent to negation P implies negation of Q. So therefore, given statement is nothing but contrapositive, and converse and their contrapositive are same statements. And hence, you might remember, when you prove the theorems, sometimes some theorems are not easily proved to direct method. Then we use indirect method is nothing but contrapositive, because contrapositive statement and the given statements are the same. Got it? So this is very important. Now we come to summary. that is algebra of the statements. Listen. Idempotent law. P and P is nothing but P. P or P is also P. Commutative is like algebra, that is A plus B is equal to B plus A into B is equal to B into A. Similarly, P or Q, Q or P. We can change the order. Associative law, that in algebra we use, so that's why it is called algebra of the statement. Why it is called algebra? In algebra, addition, subtraction are commutative. Addition, subtraction, multiplication are distributive. The same thing here. It is associative law, just change the order. Distributive law and distributive over or also or distributive over and this is in the algebra. For example, in mathematical A into B plus C is AB plus AC. That multiplication of distributive or addition. In logic, it is converted into OR. But in ordinal algebra, addition is not distributive over multiplication. This is not possible. But in logic, it is possible. Or in distributive over and. Then De Morgan's law, which already we discussed, we use to find negation in the previous examples. Identity law. Just like in decimal number system in algebra, 1 is a multiplicative identity. So A into 1, 1 into A is equal to A. Same thing here. T, E and F are the identity. So P and T. Now listen, as I told you in a logic that these are the only binary number system. There are only two options, T and F. So T is the largest and F is the smallest. T is nothing but 1 and F is nothing but 0 in the binary number system. Similarly in the logic, as there are only the two options and not exactly equal but equivalent, intersection in the set theory is nothing but AND into the logic theory. Union in the set theory is equivalent to the OR. Therefore, P and T, it is intersection. So you know that A intersection empty set will be empty. That is smallest set. Here an A union sample set, it is a sample space S. The largest is here S, smallest is a phi. So nearly close about the set theory. So P and T, as I told you, AND is intersection. Like an intersection is to find the smallest, that is the only common, and union is a combination. Union is find largest, or you can say that combination. So P and T in the logic theory, T is the largest, F is the smallest. All the logical statement P, Q or whatever, these are smaller than T and more than F. And therefore, P and T is a P, P and F, among them smallest is F, so F is here. Or that is a union, among them is the largest is P, here largest is a T. So this is nothing but identity law. Just like here, 1 into A plus 0 is equal to A. So 0 is additive identity, 1 is a multiplicative identity. Similarly, F is the identity which is smallest number and T is the largest. Next, complement law. That is here additional 5 plus minus 5 is equal to 0. Then 5 and minus 5 are opposite numbers. Similarly here also, in the plus, that is OR, it is F and T. So P join negation of P is T, P and negation P is F. The intersection is empty and union is the whole sample space. In the set theory, you know that A intersection A dash is not common and A union A dash will be the whole sample space or a universal set. So in symbolic logic, Q is nothing but F, that is phi, and X is nothing but T. Empty set we call it is, here it is false. Similarly, P and not P, A and not A is empty set, and P and or not P, that is A union A dash, is a universal set, it is T. That is a complement law. Next, absorption law. Two different operations, and you know that here P is dominated, so that's why Q is absorbed. P union or P and Q is P or Q is P. Two different operations. P repeated, Q occurs at once, so it is absorbed. Q is absorbed. And involution law is negation P is equal to P. Just like in set theory, A dash of dash is A. So these are the law. If you remember them, then we can solve the example. Then next time, after that, I am introducing examples without using truth tables. After that, we use a statement pattern and we solve the examples. Now, without using statement pattern, we have to solve the examples by using this algebra.